Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the good, the noble, the ever-present Dr. Yukon Suckit. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Word to your mother. Anyways, I am coming to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I am bringing to you yet another deck that I found over on AetherHub, hosted by Informium, who I picked up a deck from like yesterday, I believe. Yeah, he did a great job with that deck yesterday. It was I don't even remember what it was, but it was good. I liked it, so I went to see what else this guy posted. He posted another deck, and I really think it's going to be awesome. We'll see how well it works. So, yeah. So this is a deck, and it's a combo deck, right? And it's based on these two cards. Mystic Reflection, which I remember in draft, I thought this card was funny, but I was using it differently than what this deck uses it for. I seem to remember people would put things out, and I kept turning their dudes into birds. Because when Kaldheim came out, there were crows everywhere. And there's always some crow on the table. And so they'd be playing some big creature, and I was always like, guess what your guy is now? A crow! Crow! But in this deck, we're not playing that way. We're putting together Mystic Reflection and Tend the Pests. These are the two. This is the combo right there. Now, the only other thing you need, let me just explain this combo, right? So Tend the Pests says, as an additional cost to the spell, you sacrifice a creature. So you got to have a creature to sacrifice. You create X 1/1 black and green pest tokens. We don't care about them. Where X is the sacrifice creature's power. So the point is you want to sacrifice something that has a lot of power, right? And then on the flip side, you got over here, choose a target non-legendary creature. Now, it's not necessarily yours. It could be theirs. And next time one or more creatures or planeswalkers enters the battlefield this turn, they enter as copies of the chosen creature. So that means that if you play this one first and this one second, that you are going to make X copies of whatever it is that you targeted just beforehand. And these guys, like this guy here, he only costs you 4 to put out, 4, but he has got 11 for toughness, which means that if you had, in this case, 8 mana, you can put 4 to put this guy out, at which point that you target probably some other creature, because this guy's got his own problem, which is whenever he attacks or blocks, you sacrifice a creature. That's not cool, right? But you target some other creature, at which point then you Tend the Pests, which means you're going to have 11 copies of whatever it is you targeted with Mystic Reflection. 11 copies. Now, it could be something that you got, most likely not, or it'll be something that your opponent put out, which is kind of what you're waiting for there, right? So just to continue with that combo, you can see there's the Daemogoth Titan. We got the Daemogoth Woe-Eater, who once again also costs just 4, but he's got 7 for power. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you sacrifice a creature. When you sacrifice this guy, each opponent discards a card, you draw a card, and you gain 2 life. So this guy is an awesome target because you'll get 7 copies of something, but you wouldn't want to create 7 copies of this card because you'd have to sacrifice a creature, which would be pretty much it. And you couldn't just sacrifice the same creature. Each one of these would force you to sacrifice, you have to sacrifice like 7 creatures. It would suck. The only one of your guys you got in this deck that's anything worth copying is the Shakedown Heavy, just because he's such a good defender. But then again, if you tried to attack with them, your defender could just be like, yeah, okay, whatever, just draw a card instead. So all of these guys are amazingly cheap, but you pretty much do not want to copy them. And so I think that's the worst part about this particular deck, is that you don't have anything worth copying. You just got to hope somebody else is putting out something that's worth copying. But, 6 copies of, like, let's just say, an Angel, that would be fantastic. 11 copies of one of those mana shamans or something, maybe a mana milk. Sure, why not? They do 2 points of damage. And it's hard to hand up against 11 tokens screaming at you in a second, right? Let's see. So that's your combo. Those are the guys that activate it. What else we got in there? We got Dig Up, which will help you go find some mana. Or if you've already got enough mana, it will help you go find the parts of your combo that you need. Search your library for a card. You don't even have to reveal it. Put it into your hand and then shuffle. So if you got 4 mana already, you can go get Tend the Pests or Mystic Reflection, whatever you need, right? Solve the equation will help you go get an instant or sorcery, one of these 2 cards. Put it into your hand and shuffle. So you got 2 cards that'll help you go find the parts of the combo that you need. We got Seagate Restoration, which if you happen to have 7 mana, means you can draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand plus 1. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game, which means that you can hopefully find the cards that you need, provided that you have enough mana already. Blood on the Snow's in here to wipe the board. Destroys all creatures or all planeswalkers. Binding of the Old Gods will destroy things that you don't particularly want while you're waiting around for your combo to come to place. So this is the control that helps you try to keep things in line while you wait around to try to put your combo together. And lastly, we got Fight Rigging, who's on here. Fight Rigging, so this one's good just because it helps to pump up your dudes. That's not really what you need, really. But it does allow you to go and look at the top 5 cards of your library and put something underneath it. If you pull one of these dudes out, that means you're going to put a counter onto him, at which point then you'll be able to take whatever you hit underneath it and put it into play. I don't know what that would be. I'm not even sure Fight Rigging is really needed in this deck, but, it's here. It's a thing. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, so this is the deck. Now, I did make changes from the original. The original was way more snow heavy. Try to make use of Blood on the Snow, right? I took out some snow-covered duels, and I replaced them with Tri-lands instead. Reason why is because when I was playtesting this thing, I was getting really screwed over by the lack of having the mana that we needed to be able to do the things we needed. I wish there was a Tri-land that was the 3 colors we needed. I don't know, what is this? I forget what this name is. I'll figure it out before I post it. But so anyways, I put in 2 cards that were close to them. So we got the black and green right there, and we got the black and blue in this one right there. So hopefully those cards will help to, basically World Tree says when I get up to 6 mana, it doesn't make a difference. They're all whatever mana we need at all time, right? So this will help, but before then, we need some help. We need some help to keep things going. So the question is that can we get our combo going at the right time, which would be about turn 4, possibly? Turn 4, turn 5? Will they put out creatures that we can copy that will just be undisputable power when it's copied 6, 7, or 11 times? We'll find out. Let's take it out on the track and see how well it does. All right, playing against Hematovet, I guess. All right, 2 mana and the ability to get a 3rd. We've got possibly what we need in our hands, so let's keep it. We just got to get a blue mana to be able to make things work. We can go get the blue card we need with this one. We got Shakedown Heavy. I wish that somebody put out something good to copy. That would be awesome. We'll start off with a little green, and we'll take this opportunity to go get a blue. All right, now we have all 3 mana types. We just need to get a 4th. And there we go. All right, let's just go ahead and put out the black, because why not? All right, hematovet. Your turn, Monkey Burn. Don't make me put out some lights. Turned off the light. Turned off the lights. Come on. There's some more lights to turn off. Look at me turning off lights. I'm going crazy over here. I'm a crazy light turner offer. Alright, apparently he has timed out. We'll go ahead and keep playing in case he jumps back in, but I doubt it. Oh, there he is. Alright, let's go for this one. We'll go ahead and solve the equation. Go get our blue card that we need so badly. There we go. Mystic Reflection. And I'll attack. I see somebody I want to be. It's going to be great. Let's try this one out. So what we're going to do is... Yep, we're good. I'll go ahead and go in for the attack, see what they do. Probably go ahead and give me a card for it. There we go. Let's go ahead and pop this one. We're over on the Righteous Valkyrie. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a 6 of them. Ooh, that's a lot of life. Let me dance a little bit. All right, Voice of the Blessed. And we win. Ha 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 ha. Our playing against BlaccEmperor. But apparently not the color black, but something entirely different. 2 greens, which allows us to dig up some other stuff. We've got everything else we need, and we're going to keep it. All right, so we need to go get a... Let's go get a blue first, just to make sure. And we'll use this one to go get a... Oh, I should have put down the blue. A black. Okay, Shakedown Heavy. I don't like those blues up there. It looks like a counterspell, but as long as you're being a jerk yourself and not to me, we'll be okay. All right, do I have everything I need? It looks like I do. Let's try it out then. Let's go in for the attack first. You can give me that card. There we go. What you gonna do, BlaccEmperor? Problem with these guys is that every last one of them can be blocked by just choosing to let me draw a card instead. One down. And we win. People get really freaked out by that. Victory! All right, mana, mana, mana. No dudes to sacrifice, unfortunately. I'll keep it. We'll see if we make this one work. All right, here goes number 2. what's his name? Tor22. Too focused on what I got to do to be able to get the combo cards here. All right, we'll put this one out. We're going to go ahead and solve the equation. Go get the Mystic Reflection. This is potentially another mana. I just need to get a guy. That would have been a great guy to copy, though. Would have loved to make copies of him. We're up to 5. Six. Death Eater. Sacrifice a creature. I don't have any creatures to sacrifice. But I can definitely go ahead and foretell this. That'll help out. Getting close. Do we have enough to pull this off? Let's see. You got 4, 5, 6, 7 is what I need. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have the 7th one. The thing is, this guy will make me kill everybody I've got. I got to copy somebody else's guy, and he's not putting anything good out is the problem. Let's see. So the next thing he's going to have come out is the Copy Master. That's not the greatest for us either. He's just got nothing but boring, boring, boring cards. Yeah, he should have had like a dragon or something. That'd be super cool. All right, so I just got to live through this turn. I mean, I can Blood on the Snow it. I have nothing to bring back. Yeah, I'm down to 3 life. This is what this deck tends to like to do. Again, all right. Yeah, whatever. There we go. Let's go ahead and what do I got? Just 1 mana. There's not. Yeah, we're good. See, it looks like we might have to play with Shakedown Heavy of all things. There we go. That's exactly what I want to do. He's going to love this crap. I'm going to gain life, too. Can't give him haste, though. Don't care. My turn. All right, here we go. So we play 4. We play Mystic Reflection. We're going to sacrifice. All right, I'm going to gain a life and a... What do we got over here, by the way? Let's destroy a target. And let's do the same again. And 5 life and a rhino. And 5 life and a rhino. And 5 life and a rhino. And 5 life in a Rhino. And 5 life in a Rhino. And we'll put out a land. All right, let's move on to our next turn. I got 40 life. You gonna wipe the board? That's flying, I believe. First strike. Okay, great. I'm not sure you can hold up against my onslaught is the problem. Let's see. 1, past the blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, let's do it. Oh, he's got all that defense right there. Well, let's see what happens. That sucked. Let's go ahead and send it all in. Let's see, 7 times 7, that's 49. We got trample. We got 3 times 4 is another 12. That's it, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Hammer time. Hammer time. Victory. All right, so this is the copy machine. What an incredible combo deck. Man, that is such a fantastic deck. What was the hero? The combo was the hero, right? It's Mystic Reflection and Tend the Pests. And these guys, while they kind of suck, right? The Titan, the Shakedown Heavy, and the Daemogoth Woe-Eater, they kind of suck, right? Because you got to sacrifice things, including themselves, even just to be in play, kind of. I mean, this guy just says, look, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Unfortunately, we're not really providing a lot of extra creatures. So what you're really relying upon is your opponent to put out something good. Something good. And yeah, Titan of Industry, that was a great card to copy. That was fantastic. So yeah, what these guys are in here for is multiplication. And they do a good job of that. You just have to have the mana for it. And I got to say, swapping out the mana like we did to put in some tri-lands, whatever, totally helped this deck out so much better. Because we were suffering under the last category. Now, I know that it was all in here to support Blood on the Snow, but, whatever. And there's not really any creatures to be bringing back from the graveyard anyway, so I'm not terribly concerned about it at this moment. So, yeah, you watched the games. You saw the combo. Fantastic. It was fantastic when it worked. So let's talk about rating this deck up then. So the question is this deck competitive? Let me take a look at my rating here. What did I end up with at the end? I ended up with 50%. 50%. So no, it's not super competitive. It is a deck worth playing. You can win, let's just say half of the time, right? Half the time. But it's not a competitive deck. Is it fun? When you get the combo to combo off, which it does half of the time, it is such a fantastic deck. It is so fun and funny to see this thing just go to town and watch people's reactions to having 6, 7, 11 copies of whatever it is I just copied in play. Oh, that is so good. So incredibly choice. And then lastly, is there a theme to this deck? No, it's not a theme deck. It's a combo deck, but it's not a theme deck, unfortunately. So what am I going to rate this deck as? I mean, that the fun quotient on this is over the top, but it's not very themey. It's not very competitive. So I'm going to have to give this one a B+. It's definitely a good deck to pull out when you're looking to have some fun, but it's not going to win any tournaments there. So if you choose to play this deck, I hope you have as much fun as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, may the force be with you always.